And as you lie on your back, start to become aware of your spine. We're going to do a lot of spinal work today. Not that we don't usually. Yoga is about an awful lot of things, but one of the things that it is about the most is your spine. So your spine is your lifeline. It's the only part of your body that connects your body and your brain. Your spine is amazing. Start to feel the length of your spine from the base of your skull to your tailbone. Try to become aware of the stability of your spine. And then for a moment, let your attention shift and rest on the front of your body. Noticing the rise and fall of your chest, the rise and fall of your abdomen. There is a yogic meditation called Strong Back, Soft Front. It's kind of based on the fact that often we go through life guarding the front of our body, right? We hunch our shoulders over, we protect our heart, we protect our chest. You know, it's a way of like protecting your vital organs, but it's also a way of not being vulnerable and open. And what we really should be doing, instead of guarding and having this hard armor on the front of our bodies, we should let the front of our bodies be open and soft and vulnerable and giving. And we can do that if we have a strong back. Right? That whole expression, I've got your back. It's back-breaking labor. They all attest to the strength of your back and the fact that when you are upright, when you have a strong back, it shows that you have strength in your convictions. You have a sense of who you are. You have a sense of holding your ground. So when you have a strong back, you can go through life with a soft front or an open heart. So I'd like you to keep that in mind as we go through our practice. Feeling the strength of your back, the strength of your spine, and the softness of the front of your body. So take another couple of deep breaths, feeling the front of your body rise and fall. And noticing the strength of your back. And then take a nice breath in, bring your right knee in toward your chest. And as you exhale, stretch your right leg up into the air. And then again, bring your knee in toward your chest. Stretch it up into the air. And then start to walk your hands up your calf, maybe toward your ankle. You can lift your head and shoulders, stretching that leg toward you a little bit more. And then slowly release your head and shoulders down. Stretch your left leg out onto the floor. Bend your right knee. Hold on to your right knee with your left hand. Your right hand rests on the mat. And start to cross that right leg over your left leg. You're coming into a spinal twist. You're also stretching that right glute and a little bit of your lower back on the right side. Hopefully your right shoulder's relaxed. Your left shoulder's relaxed. And then come back to center. Place your right foot on the floor. Bring your left knee in toward your chest. Nice breath in. Stretch that left leg up into the air. And as you exhale, bring your knee back to your chest. Inhale, stretch your heel up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your knee to your chest. And then one more time, stretch your leg up into the air. Start to walk your hands up your calf towards your ankle. Lift your head and shoulders. And then slowly release yourself down. Slide that right leg out. Bend your left knee. Hold on to it with your right hand. Start to cross it over your body. And you can let your head turn to the left, relaxing your left shoulder. Come back to center. Hold on to both of your knees and start to make a nice big circle all the way around with your knees. And then reverse it, go around the other way. Come to a still point. Bring your knees really close in toward your chest. And then take a nice breath in, gently push those knees away. And as you exhale, bring them back in. This is a small move called Apanasana, but it's very good for your low back. Inhale, push your knees away. Exhale, bring them back in. Again, inhale, push them away. Exhale, bring them back in. Bring your arms down to your side. Lift your legs so that they're at a 45-degree angle. And then stretch your right foot forward, straightening that right leg. And bring that right knee back in. And then stretch your left leg forward. Bring your left knee back in. Right foot forward. And in. Left foot forward. And in. And then really anchor that low back to the floor. You're going to try to stretch both of your legs forward. And then both of your knees come back in. Feet come onto the floor. Your arms are at your side. Very slowly begin to lift your butt up off the mat. Then lift your lower back. Then your middle back. Then your upper back. And stay here. Notice your back involved in supporting you in your Setu-Bandhasana, your bridge pose. Pressing into your heels, lift your hips a little higher. Hold yourself here. And now very slowly, section by section, lower your upper back and pause. Then see if you can lower your middle back and pause. Try to get your low back onto the floor without your butt touching, and then release your butt onto the floor. And then reversing that, lift your butt up and everything else is on the mat. Then your low back lifts. Then your middle back lifts. And then your upper back lifts, almost so that you're pretty much balanced on the back of your shoulders. Hold it. Another nice breath in. As you exhale, lower that upper back and pause. Then your middle back and pause. Your lower back and pause. Release your hips and then hug your knees into your chest again. And rock yourself gently from side to side. Come to a still point, open your arms out to the side. Both of your knees fall down to the right, head turns to the left. A lot of spinal twisting today. And let your right hand rest on that left knee and gently bring that left knee in a little bit closer. Release your hand, inhale your thighs back to center. And as you exhale, both of those knees come down to the left, your head turns to the right. You're going to draw that right knee in a little bit closer, getting a big stretch in the outside of your right glute, but noticing that you're in a spinal twist. Inhale back to center. As you exhale, place your feet on the floor. Sweep your arms over your head. Stretch your fingers really wide. Maybe you travel down that spine again, noticing the places that your spine is in contact with the mat. And then noticing the places that it's not. Pulling your belly button back toward your spine to anchor that lumbar spine, your low back. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift your head, lift your shoulders, lift yourself all the way up. Bring your hands together. Nice breath in. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. As you exhale, stay here. We're going to do that again, but if you want, you can lift your feet or leave them on the floor. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Feet come down. Hold on behind your thighs. Cross your ankles. Lift yourself up and over, or do whatever you have to do to land on your hands and knees. Paying attention to your whole spine again. Begin to drop your belly button. Lift your tailbone. Look up. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, pull your belly button in. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Feel the beauty of that rounded spine. And then again, drop your belly button. Tailbone raises. Look up. As you exhale, starting with your tailbone, tuck it. Tuck your low back. Feel your spine round. Tuck your chin. Sink your hips back to your heels. Come to child's pose, Balasana. But this is an active child's pose, so your arms are not resting on the floor. Your arms are lifted. You're creeping your fingers out. Why? Because this helps to stretch your spine. Come back to all fours right away. Sweep that right arm up into the air. Turn and look to your right hand. Nice breath in. As you exhale, that right arm sweeps under your left. You're going to drop your shoulder, drop your cheek, and creep those left fingers out in front of you, threading the needle. Slide your left hand back. Lift yourself up. Both hands come back to the mat. And then that left arm comes up. Big breath in. Exhale. Sweep that left arm under. Drop your cheek. Drop your shoulder. Creep your right fingers out. Slide your hand back. Lift yourself up. Curl your toes, leading with your tailbone. Lift your hips. Lift, lift, lift. Drop your head, then start to straighten your legs, dropping your heels. Come up nice and high on your tippy toes. Bend your right knee. Let your left heel stretch down. Inhale, tippy toes. As you exhale, bend your left knee. Your right heel comes down. Back to your tippy toes. Both heels come down. Take your right hand, tap your left knee, and release. Left hand taps your right knee and release. Right hand, left knee, release. Left hand, right knee, release. And then come up onto your tippy toes, bend your knees, walk or jump your feet to your hands. Keep your knees bent deeply, your belly's resting on your thighs, your back is rounded, your spine is stretching, your head's heavy. Slowly begin to slide your hands to your shins, roll your shoulders back. Your tailbone stretches back, your chest stretches forward, another spinal extension, and then release yourself down. Bring your fingertips onto the floor, or onto a block if they don't reach the floor. Bend your right knee and then straighten it. Bend your left knee and then straighten it. Bend your right knee, sweep your left arm up into the air, another spinal twist. Release your hand down, straighten your right leg. Bend your left knee, right arm floats up into the air. Release it down. Straighten both of your legs, hold on to your big toes. Pull up on your big toes while you stretch your tailbone behind you. Release your hands. Step your right leg back into a lunge. Pressing that right heel back. That left foot is far enough forward that your whole foot's on the floor. Right hand plants onto the mat. Left arm floats up, another spinal twist. Release your left hand down. Step your left foot back to meet your right. You're in plank pose. Big breath in. As you exhale, slowly lower yourself down onto the floor. Once you're there, your hands are right next to your chest. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, lift yourself up just a little bit. Whenever we're doing back work, we move on the exhale. Another nice breath in. Exhale, lift up a little higher. Another breath in. Exhale a little higher. And then lift your hands up off the floor. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Release your hands. Straighten your arms, look up. Look down to your mat, and then reversing that, bend your elbows, come down a little bit. And then a little bit more. And then a little bit more. And then a little bit more. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Curl your toes, and then lift yourself back to down dog. Your right leg's gonna come up nice and high in the air, holding it up there. Take a big breath in. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, send it down. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, send it down. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, send it out. As you exhale, your foot comes to the floor. And then that left leg comes up nice and high. Big breath in. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, send it out. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, send it out. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, send it out. And as you exhale, place your feet on the floor. Walk your feet to your hands, hands to your feet. Start off in that nice low bend again. And then bring your hands to your shins, look forward. As you exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, drop your hips, lift your arms, chair pose. And then bring your hands together. Show me your right elbow. And then bring your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Turn your belly, your ribs, your chest. Look over that left shoulder, another spinal twist. Come back to center, press into your heels, lift yourself up, open nice and wide, fold forward. And now you step your left leg back into a lunge. Your left hand stays on the floor. You sweep your right arm up into the air, coming into a spinal twist. Release your right hand down. Step that right foot back. Plank pose, 2 breaths. Big inhale. Exhale, 1. Another big breath in. As you exhale, slowly come all the way down. And this time, you're going to leave your arms either in front of you, or you can make a little pillow with your arms to rest your forehead on, because we're going to focus on our lower back. So I want to remind you, we're moving on the exhale. Nice breath in. Exhale, lift your right leg up and hold it. Take another nice breath in. As you exhale, slide your right leg out to the side. Another nice breath in. Exhale, bring your right leg back and release it down. Big breath in. Exhale, lift your left leg up, hold it. Another nice breath in. Exhale, that left leg comes out to the side. Big breath in. As you exhale, that left leg comes back and you release it down. So this is a lot of work for your low back. This is also a lot of work. Part of your low back is your sacrum. So your sacrum is a flat triangular bone at the base of your tailbone. Your hips come off of your sacrum. So a lot of times, you know, your sacrum is an area of your body that we really don't tend to that much, but it's really important in terms of stabilizing your hips. And this is really good to strengthen all of the muscles around that sacrum. So one more time, nice breath in. Exhale, lift your right leg up. Another big breath in. Exhale, bring it out to the side. Little sip of air. And as you exhale, that leg comes back. You release it down. Big breath in. Exhale, left leg lifts. Another breath in. Exhale out to the side. Another breath in. Exhale, bring it back. Release your leg down. And lastly, we're going to do both of our legs. So big breath in. Exhale, lift both of your legs up. Hold it. Nice breath in. As you exhale, open both of your legs like scissors and hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And then bring your legs together and release them down. Slide your hands next to your chest. Start to curl your toes. Big breath in. As you exhale, lift yourself back to down dog. Let those hips get really high. Let your head be really heavy. And then look to your hands, bend your knees, walk or jump your feet to your hands. Bring your hands onto those big toes again. Start to straighten your legs, pulling up on your toes while your tailbone's sending out to the wall behind you. Release your toes, drop your butt as you bend your knees, hands to your heart center. Chair pose. Big breath in. Exhale, left elbow to that right thigh or knee. Turn your belly, turn your ribs, turn your chest, look toward your right shoulder. Your thumbs are pointing toward your mouth. Come back to center. Stay in your chair pose. And then shift your weight into your left leg. Lift up your right knee. Hold it. And release it down. Shift your weight. Lift up your left knee and hold it. Release it down. Pressing into your feet. Sweep your arms over your head. Lift your arms as high as you can. Relax your shoulders. Step your left foot forward. Right leg is back. You're going to bend your left knee. You're in warrior one. Your tailbone's tucked under. You're stretching that right hip flexor. Then you're going to start to lean forward. You're going to open your arms nice and wide, and you're going to imagine that you're hugging a huge oak tree. Big middle back, thoracic spine stretch. So hug, hug, hug. Inhale, lift yourself up. And as you exhale, your elbows come down to your side. And as your elbows are coming down, you're holding your arms in like those cactus arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then lean forward. Sweep your arms around. Hug, hug, hug that tree. Your back is straight. You're lengthening your spine while you're stretching your middle back. Inhale, lift up. And as you exhale, elbows come down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And one more time, reach forward, reach forward, reach forward, hug, hug, hug. Lift yourself up, elbows come down, squeeze your shoulders together, and then straighten that left leg. Let your arms come to your side, rest your arms for a moment. And then lean forward, let your hands slide down that left leg. Your belly's coming toward your thigh, your face is coming toward your knee. Parshvottanasana. Big stretch for that hamstring, big balance pose. Try to soften your front. Slide your hands back up your leg. And then step your left leg back and your right leg comes forward. You bend your right knee. You're in your warrior one, right? That left foot is on the floor. Your right knee is bent. You sweep your arms up over your head. Relax your shoulders. And then you start to lean forward. Hug that tree. So you might feel it in your right glute, but I hope that you feel it in your middle back. Hug, hug, hug. Inhale, lift yourself up. And as you exhale, your elbows come down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, circle that big tree. Exhale, lift yourself up. And your elbows come down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. One more time. Circle that tree. Big breath in. Exhale, lift up. Elbows come down. And then you're going to straighten that right leg. Arms come to your side for a moment. Relax your shoulders. And then begin to lean forward. So you're keeping your back straight. You're not rounding your spine. You're leaning forward and you're sliding your hands. Look at my back is straight. You're sliding your hands down your leg. And then you soften your head, your belly. And you take a couple of nice, maybe resting breaths. That right foot might be working hard to keep you steady. Slide your hand back up your leg and then see if you can take that right foot, step it back, sweep your arms back up over your head, palms forward, exhale, fold forward, big, big forward bend, the deepest one yet. Maybe your hands even come behind your calves and you bend your elbows a little bit, bringing yourself closer together. Release your hands to the floor, and then you're just going to sit yourself down and swing your legs in front of you. You want to move the flesh from your sits bones, right? If you're lucky enough to have that padding, get it out of the way. Toes are pointing to your face. Notice if you're slumped down. Can you sit yourself up nice and straight? Maybe you even put your hands next to you and you sit yourself up nice and straight. So your back is straight, your toes are pointing toward you, your knees and thighs are together. Your arms come up over your head. You relax your shoulders. Keeping your back straight. Nice breath in. As you exhale, come forward, 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 and stop. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift yourself back up. So you're using the strength of your back here. Big breath in. Exhale, come forward, 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 and stop. Another big breath in. Exhale, lift up. And this time you take that nice big full breath in. And as you exhale, come forward, 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 forward. And you hold on to your feet if you can. Or maybe if your ankles want to be held, you hold your ankles. But you're in a complete back of the body stretch here. To deepen it a little bit, you can bend your elbows. So bending your elbows helps you to get that chest a little closer to your toes. You might feel it in your low back. If you have tight hamstrings, you might not feel it anywhere but your hamstrings. Slide your hands up your leg. Take your right leg, bring it to the outside of your left leg. Left arm hugs that right knee in. Right arm comes behind you. You use that arm. Look how I straighten my arm, and I use it like a lever. Before you kind of hunch down, you use your arm like a lever so you're sitting up nice and straight. You take a big breath in, and as you exhale, turn your belly, turn your ribs, turn your chest, look toward your right shoulder. Stay here for another moment and see if perhaps on your next exhale you can twist just a little bit more. And then come back to center. Release your arms, lift up your legs, slide it back. And then your left foot comes over your right. So you want to make sure that that whole left foot is on the mat, even that left big toe. Your right arm hugs that leg in. Look at how it helps you to sit up straight. Left arm behind you, you use it like a lever. As you hug that left knee in, you're stretching that left glute. And then big breath in. As you exhale, turn your belly, your ribs, your chest, and look over your left shoulder. On your next exhale, see if you can twist a little bit deeper. Come back to center, release your arms, uncross your legs, and then bend your knees. Bring your arms straight out. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, lower yourself down a couple of inches. Try to stay here. Notice if your back is involved in this, right? Is your belly working? Yes. You might also feel it in your thighs, but your back is helping out. Your back and your belly might have to help a little bit more. We're going to lift up your right leg and release it down. Lift up your left leg, release it down. Lift up your right leg, straighten your right leg, bring your knee back in, release it down. Lift up that left foot, straighten your leg, knee comes in, release. One more time. Lift your right knee, straighten your leg, knee comes in, release. Lift your left foot, straighten that leg, knee comes in, release. Lower yourself down a little bit further, try to hold it if you can. And then slowly, each vertebrae, one at a time, comes down to the floor. And once you feel your whole spine on your mat, hug your knees back into your chest and rock yourself from side to side. So that rocking from side to side is very soothing, but it's also, if you notice, putting you into a little bit of a forward bend. Place your feet on the floor. Hands are next to you, just like in the beginning of our practice. Lift up your tailbone, then your low back, then your middle back, then your upper back, and then you slide your hands underneath you. And you're going to shimmy your shoulders a little bit, really getting those shoulders underneath you. You're drawing your knuckles down toward your heels. Your chest is open, right? We talked about soft front, opening our heart. This is helping us. Take a couple of big breaths here into this open heart. Release your hands, tuck your chin, lower your upper back, your middle back, your lower back, and your hips. Pause to feel that lumbar spine on the floor. And then bring your knees back in. Arms come out to the side. Let both of your knees fall halfway to the right, head to the left. This is a working spinal twist using your obliques. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees halfway to the left, head to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees halfway to the right, head to the left. Inhale, center. And as you exhale, knees halfway to the left, head to the right. Inhale, center. As you exhale, stretch those legs up into the air, toes to your face, press your heels to the ceiling, and just stay here. Let your shoulders relax. Let your spine relax. And then slowly lower your right leg all the way down to the floor. And then slowly let that left leg come down to meet it. Allow your feet to flop open. You can turn your palms upward if that's comfortable, getting that external rotation in your shoulder joint. And try to become aware of your natural and normal breath. The practice of following your breath and stilling your mind is crucial for trying to bring a sense of peace. Allow your breath to help your body soften. Be present to the sense of gravity. Allow gravity to help you sink into the floor. Invite the groundedness of the earth into your body and your mind. Let your whole body experience the strength of your stable connection to the earth. Relax into the firmness of this stability. Bring your awareness to your spine. Appreciate how vertical, how strong, how flexible, how conductive it is. Your spine connects your body and your mind. The strength of your spine allows you to hold yourself upright throughout the day. The strength of your spine allows yourself to be held upright in the middle of any condition, any adversity. Remind yourself of this strength. by silently saying to yourself, strong back. Your mind and your back are connected. Feel the sense of uprightness and flexibility in your mind. And then let your awareness go to your belly. Breathe into your belly, feeling the soft, gentle movement of your belly rise and fall. Feel your natural courage and openness as you breathe deeply into your belly. Shift your awareness to your chest, becoming aware of the tender, open feeling in this space. Let your heart be open and permeable. Release any tightness as you allow your breath to pass through your heart. Remind yourself of your own tenderness by saying, soft front. And then several times repeat silently to yourself, strong back, soft front. The whole front of your body is open, receptive, and permeable. Your whole back is strong, which gives you equanimity. Strong back, soft front. Slowly begin to travel through whatever motions you need to come back to a seated position. And bring your hands together at your heart center. Express gratitude for your practice this afternoon. And express gratitude for your ability to leave your mat and return to your world with a strong back and a soft front. Take one more nice big full breath in. And as you exhale any thought that is not serving you, fold forward. Namaste.